seeking assistance with donations and volunteering. Now, the organization's spokesperson, Nkini Phasha, is joining us this morning in our studios. Nkini, good morning, and thank you very much for coming in.
Good morning, good morning.
Yeah,
good to be here.
First up, I think it's important to remind our viewers about this particular period in the year. It becomes very difficult for people who've got mental health challenges. Am I wrong?
No, and absolutely not. I think contrary to what people expect or people anticipate, that this is more of a celebratory, time of the year. It's festive, but for many people, this is actually could be a very daunting and very depressing, time of the year. A stark reminder of, a traumatic experience that they've gone, through during this time of the year, or they might have recently lost a job, or maybe lost a loved one. So really, they're not in a jovial and, festive mood. So I think that, sort of puts, a lot of pressure on people, this expectation, to be spending money, to be, celebrating, but for many people, it's not the case.
So this time of year, though, and many people are left alone and reminded of how alone they are as well. Now, we've seen quite a focus on mental health issues recently, more than we've seen before, especially when it comes to the workplace, and all of that has been highlighted. Are you seeing, as SADC, more people reaching out to you since these things happened?
Certainly. I mean, if we look at our call center, our contact center, certainly the number of calls have, increased. On our website hits, for example, social media, so more and more people are coming forward to seek help, but we're not where we would like to be.
And how do you cope with the festive season? Because surely, it becomes...
Indeed. And this is why we're actually reaching out and to the public to say, assist SADC, because mental illness does not go on Christmas or, on festive, period. So we're asking the public to actually come forward and assist us by either donating their time, volunteering to come in and assist us as SADC, or, going onto our website and donating. Every cent really counts. And it goes a long way to assist us in keeping our lines, open, our helplines and contact center, and also, providing material, in the form of brochures or leaflets that really assists people in, how they can actually cope and deal with mental illness.
Mental health is a national issue, as we hear now and again. Do you get support from the Department of Health?
The support that we're getting is not really, as we would like it to be. So it's not at the level that it should be, and we are requesting, that, Department of Health in particular, really, up their game in as far as, mental illness. I mean, in South Africa, we are saying a third of our population, will experience a type of a mental illness in their lifetime. So it's telling us that, we really are dealing with a huge, social catastrophe. We saw with the case of the life Esidimeni, which is unfortunately a very terrible reminder that the level of, enthusiasm towards mental illness is not where we would like it to be, and the support and providing resources, it's really not at the level that we would like to see.
And Nkini, just to drive it home for people who are watching, those who aren't particularly affected by this, but when you say you're asking, and you did mention brochures and leaflets and all of that, and especially when it comes to suicide, talk us through how, from a time you get a call, say now over the festive season, maybe by Monday, Christmas Eve, or whatever it is, you get a call. What is that person doing on the other end, the person who helps, and how this money is used effectively, just to link it all in for us.
Absolutely. And
try and save a person.
Indeed. In our contact center, we've got trained counselors. So already when somebody reaches out to SADC, there is a trained counselor on the other side of the line. And very often, obviously the person, either they themselves or a loved one, is obviously going through, whether they're suicidal, or going through another type of a mental disorder. And certainly is to engage with that person, on the line, and provide that counseling and really hold their hand, if you like. We cannot obviously cut that call, but also what we then do is to then identify obviously how severe, the case is, and how then do we refer that particular individual to getting obviously, to other experts, whether will it be within their communities or at a hospital, or maybe getting a psychiatrist or a psychologist as well, to link up with that individual, or even a support group within their community as well.
Okay, now can you just tell us before you go, you've mentioned that people can donate either money or people can volunteer with their time and stuff. How do I go about doing that? If I want to make a donation of sorts, either cash donation or time or volunteering somehow, how do I go about it?
I would say, visit our website. We've got a donation button on our website, so you click that and it will then take you through, the next steps in terms of how then you would be able to
the website
provide
is?
us. It's www.sadag.org.
Oh, SADAG.org. Okay, well, good luck to you. Certainly,
Thank you.
the people who are not on leave this festive season working even harder
Those councillors
among
working
other
harder,
authorities.
it's tough.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And well done.
And the point is, as he said, as Nkini said, mental illness does not discriminate.
No, and gets worse at this time of the year for most people. Nkini Phasha joining us this morning from SADAG.